Morning. Here's an update. Yesterday I had my ENG1 medical, which allows me to continue in my job as a tug skipper on tugboats. Been doing it for 24 years, so I have to have a medical every year because of my condition. Unfortunately, as suspected, I didn't get it. So now that avenue of delight for me has now been closed. I can no longer crew or be a tug skipper. So I'm going to face my boss at work today and see where we go from here. That's a bit worrying. I mentioned in my first video that I was perhaps had a hole in my heart. I need to clarify that that was discounted after a number of tests. So thankfully I don't have a hole in my heart, which is great. I've got enough to contend with. And so I was quite happy about that when I got the news for that. So what's next? Well, as I say, find out where I stand at work. I know the work has been good to me, and I do appreciate them. And all my colleagues I work with have been absolutely super. The great guys. Sounded like Donald Trump. Great guys, great guys. But they don't come from China. So I'm kind of trying to be upbeat and see what happens today and see where we go from there on. I'm walking downhill, which is why I can talk without coughing my guts up. And got to be careful though, you're walking downhill, because with my steroid use I'm now osteoporotic. I've got to be careful I don't fall over, because chances are I'm going to fracture a spine or something. I'm osteoporotic in the lower lumbar part of my spine, so I've got to keep looking down, make sure I don't, well, first and foremost, I don't tread in any dog shit. And secondly, I don't trip over a stone or something. Anyway, that's where we are. I'll update further. Ooh, tunnel of love. Thanks, boys. Cheers. Cheers, boys. Is that what I said when I last signed off? Cheers, boys. What the hell's that all about? Okay. I finished work. Spoke to my boss. They will accommodate me, of course. I think they have to do it by law anyway. But they sounded very supportive. Which I didn't expect anything else, really. I just wanted to know where I sat in the whole scheme of things. I have to have a few meetings to discuss all that. As you can see, I'm walking home now. So, walking uphill, which is great. How I cope with this? Well, I often have coughing fits, and I have to, well, I think it's abhorrent, but I have to spit out the resulting mucus. Otherwise, I'll just have a stomach full of mucus, and I won't feel really hungry for whatever my wife has cooked me tonight, bless her. But good thing about this time of year is I can stop occasions and look at the invertebrates and the moths and butterflies, which are quite prevalent around here. I mean, look at the buddleia here, albeit dying off a bit, but it's a hive of activity for moths and butterflies. Well, moths, there's only one type of moth during the afternoon, daytime, and that's the burnet moth that comes out. But butterflies love all this. Get my finger right, all this stuff. But yeah. Anyway, I digress. That's how I cope walking uphill. Because just standing still with my hands on my hips, trying to catch my breath, look like bloody Wonder Woman. So I'm making my way back home. My brain's in a bit of a better place now. Also, I'd like to mention, you understand I had to seek some support for my mental health on Monday, which was 2 days ago. I plucked up the courage to step through the door of my local Andy's Man Club. Now, that was a kind of daunting prospect to undertake, but stepping through the door, it's hard work. But luckily I had the support of my wife, my daughter, and our little puppy poodle called Pebbles. It kind of helped me get through there, and I did it, and I'm glad I did in the end. Good blokes. I'm going back to Donald Trump again, aren't I? Great guys, great guys. Anyway, I'm not doing so bad today. Walking uphill, often I'm coughing up a lot, and I'm often urging as if I'm going to throw up. Sometimes I actually do throw up. But the oddest thing is, when you do, it's kind of nice. Is that weird or what? You know when you got upset stomach, and you want to throw up, and you do, and you feel better. Kind of the same thing. Anyway, this is the hill, and it does go all the way up there. Well, if I find it, where are we? All the way up there. But I'm not going all the way up, I'm only going halfway up. Not even that, maybe 2/3. That's enough for me. Anyway, signing off. That's where we're at with my work. Now it's a relaxing evening, hopefully. We'll see how that goes. Take care, everybody. And I know you're not all boys. Cheers.